I had a fun time doing this tutorial for you guys. I'm really happy I finally have a camera that can capture my makeup colors, because I feel like before I didn't want to make tutorials because everything was so blurry and it was hard to see the color. This should be a good representation of what my makeup looks like, how it applies, and this should give you an idea of looks you can create with my colors. So if you have any particular colors you want me to work with, any makeup looks you want me to try to recreate, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. I always have fun doing that for you guys, especially now that I have a good camera. I feel excited to film again. I posted this look on Facebook and it seemed like people really liked it, so I wanted to do a film tutorial for you guys. And it's using a couple of my new colors. Jubliant from my Queen Anne collection, which is my fall makeup collection. It's still available in my shop. It's going to be a permanent collection actually. It's probably one of my favorite ones I have done besides One Ring, which is my Lord of the Rings collection. This is my MAC Cranberry dupe that is used heavily in this look in the crease. It's called Cosmo. It's actually in my permanent line now. I use the oil absorbing mineral veil from Pumpkin and Poppy to prime my lids because I have very oily lids, and this just gives a nice base to blend powder eyeshadows on top of. We're going to be taking Perseverance eyeshadow pencil. It is just a sheer pearly white color, so anything like that would work. We're going to be applying that all over the lid in a thin layer. And then we're going to be concentrating some color up in our brow bone. And then we're going to be blending it out with our finger. Next, taking a flat shader brush, we're going to apply Jubliant eyeshadow pigment, if you can see that there. It is a bright true gold color, and we're just going to be patting that right onto the lid. And this is from my Queen Anne collection, which was based on the Tudors, the television show from Showtime. If you haven't seen that show, I highly recommend it. If you like the Tudor era of history. It's not completely accurate or anything, but it's really entertaining. This whole collection was based on Anne Boleyn's costumes in that show. Oh, also I forgot, I like to put a little bit of this eyeshadow pencil on the lower lash line. It makes it easier for pigments to stick, and then I like to concentrate a little bit in the inner corner because it's just this really pretty sheer pearly gold color. It just kind of makes the eyes brighten and open up. Next we're going to take Cosmo, which is a new color from my line. It's this really pretty cranberry red pink kind of shade. It is based on MAC Cranberry, so if you're looking for a dupe of that, that's what I created this color in mind for. It's just a part of my permanent line now, so if you're looking for it in my shop, it's just in permanent eyeshadows. And we're going to take a pointed contour brush. This is just the Cosette D220. I really like this, especially because I don't have a huge amount of lid space, so it has a pointed tip and it just gets right in where I need it to go. And of course it's vegan and synthetic fiber. And we're going to work it a little ways into the inner corner towards the middle of the eye. It's going to create a really pretty transition color with the gold yellow. Take a fluffy blending brush. I like this one from Everyday Minerals. It's just their eye blending brush. And we're going to blend that cranberry color out, called Cosmo. Just taking another contour brush, and this one is from e.l.f. And we're going to take, I'm using Hemmingway, we're going to take this dark matte warm brown color and apply that lightly through the cut crease, concentrating where your lid meets your crease.
And into the outer corner.
And that just deepens everything up. Next, taking a pencil brush, and this one is the D320. It's just a sharp, kind of pointy brush, so we can get right in here in the crease. I'm going to take a dark matte black, and this color is Eiffel from my Naturel line. Make sure to tap off your brush really well so we don't get too much black fallout. And we're going to apply that right in the cut crease. And into the outer corner. And then we're going to use this black to smoke out our lash line too, and our lower lash line. And we're going to take our point and contour brush again, and a little bit more of that Cosmo color. Just barely get any on your brush. We don't want a lot of color. We're going to smoke out underneath that black with that red color. Next, I'm taking some liquid liner in the shade Raven from Zuzu Luxe, and I'm going to apply a very thin amount of liquid liner right next to the lash line.
Take your time.
Especially when I wear reddish eyeshadow, I like to make sure my waterline doesn't have any red in it, because I feel like it makes you look a little bit tired. So I like to just use a little bit of black cream liner. You can use pencil liner too. This is Little Black Dress from Pumpkin & Poppy. I'm just using a precision brush from e.l.f. and I just gently pull down my bottom lid area, and then I can color that waterline without poking my eye out. And it's actually really easy to use. I particularly like this color for my waterline. I feel like it stays put really well. Okay. And then do your upper waterline too. You have to be a little bit more careful when you do this. Just feel where your lid is, where your lashes are, and use them as a guide. Then we're going to curl our lashes. And next, mascara, I'm using Zuzu Luxe mascara in Onyx. Okay, and then next on to foundation and all of that good stuff. I'm going to put that on and then come back. Now all of that is done on my foundation and concealer. We're going to go on to the face and the lips. I'm actually using Never Was a Cornflake Girl, which is my favorite nude lip gloss from Pumpkin & Poppy. And any neutral nude lip gloss will work that doesn't have like a pink undertone to it. Then we're going to go in with Natalie Cream Bronzer. And I'm using the Cosette Round Blush Brush to do that. It's my favorite brush for bronzer. And we're applying that right where the sun would hit your face, like the high points of the cheekbones. And I used a liquid foundation, so you want to make sure to use liquid if you're using cream products. And this is just going to warm up the face a little bit and give you a little bit more dimension. Since I'm so stinking pale, it really helps. A little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the cheeks, and then a little bit in the chest area. I'm using the Cosette brush S140. It's my favorite contouring brush. It just applies just the right amount of product, and I'm using Michelle Cream Contour from Pumpkin & Poppy. And we're just going to define our cheekbones a little bit, right underneath where we applied the blush. Or the bronzer, I mean. And I use a fairly light hand with this because I am so fair, but you can make it more dramatic if you want. Just apply as much as you want and blend. Then I'm taking the Bdellium Tool 787 and I'm going to use that to contour my nose with Michelle. And a little bit into the inner corner. And then I like to top everything off with oil absorbing mineral veil from Pumpkin and Poppy. It's just a translucent setting powder, and I like to use a synthetic kabuki brush and especially concentrate it in your T-zone and underneath your eyes. Make sure to tap off any extra. We don't want to look powdery, I really like golds and reds with blue eyes especially, but I do think this look would look awesome with green eyes too. And whoever wants to pull it off can wear it. Red actually can be very wearable, especially if you blend it out or use it in a smoky kind of eye.